white Iver song. When I started balling, I was young. You gon' think about me when I'm gone. I need that money like the ring I never won.
In the NBA, a lot of expectations fall onto players' shoulders, especially if you are a top pick in the draft. Sometimes NBA players do not live up to these expectations and are called busts. Some do well immediately, for example LeBron James, and some take a couple of seasons for them to become good players but do eventually become all-star type players. I'm NoDefense
and I'm ModernHoops.
And today we will be looking into 4 players that will have their best season of their career this season and maybe compete for the most improved player. All of these players are under 25 and have only played in the league for a few seasons. Make sure to check out ModernHoops, my collabo. His link will be in the description. He is so close to 1k subs, so try get him there. Here are some honourable mentions before we begin. These players could break out, but there are some red flags that show they might not. Zach Lavine. Zach Lavine was the 13th pick in the 2014 NBA draft and has lived up to the expectations he had going into the draft, maybe exceeding some hopes from fans and analysis. In Lavine's career, he has put up 13.7 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Last season, Zach averaged 19 points, 3.4 rebounds and 3 assists. The year before, he only averaged 14 points and 3 rebounds and 3 assists, so last year was a mini breakout for him. Some people only see Lavine as a flashy dunker, but I don't, and I believe his trade to the Bulls has really helped him. He has plenty of other skills that are ignored, like his amazing range. With him now on the Bulls, his numbers can jump from that to maybe 20 points a game. The only issue here is that he suffered a terrible ACL injury, and that injury has ruined many players' careers, for example, Derrick Rose. We'll have to wait and see what he can do next season.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Now, KCP has been a promising player for a very long time. He has had high expectations ever since he was drafted, but has never really lived up to them. Last season, his numbers were almost identical to his 2015-2016 numbers. They were actually a bit worse, but this season I could actually see KCP breaking out because he is the top point guard on the team, well, at least for the meantime. Ingram and Lonzo are not as good as KCP right now. I mean, they could be by the end of the season, but right now, Caldwell-Pope is definitely the better player than those two. So he could break out this season or he could not. Again, it's just a wait and see type of situation.
Now with those players out of the way, we can move on to the players who will break out next season. Number 1, Myles Turner. Myles Turner was the 11th pick in the 2015 NBA draft. He has put up numbers of 12.7 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks in his first 2 seasons in the NBA. This is pretty good for a rookie center, and doing this alongside a ball-dominant star gives me extra confidence he will break out in the 2018 season. With Paul George gone, Myles Turner could average up to 20 points and 8 rebounds, maybe with 17 points at worst with 7 rebounds. With his role change, expect to see him running more plays and being more confident, as I see him as the star on the team right now. Like so many others, Turner took his talents to the 3-point line in the 2016-17 season as he attempted 115 bombs in his sophomore season after chucking up just 14 3-pointers in the 2015-26 year. His efficiency from there wasn't bad at 34.8%. Turner is a very efficient player with an effective field goal percentage of 53.4%, a true shooting percentage of 58.5% last season. His PER was high as well, at 18.4. All in all, be on the lookout for Turner next season as he leads the rebuilding Pacers squad.
Number 2, DeAngelo Russell. With the 2nd pick in the 2015 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers took DeAngelo Russell, a promising point guard from Ohio State. And in his first 2 NBA seasons, he put up 14.3 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 4 assists. His first NBA season was just brilliant, averaging 13 points a game. And last season, he was projected to blast off, but he only slightly improved by 2 points, and all of his other stats just stayed similar. Assists were his only significant improvement, as he jumped from 3 assists to nearly 5 assists. But this offseason, DeAngelo Russell was traded to the Brooklyn Nets for Brook Lopez. Though the Brooklyn Nets may be one of the worst teams in the NBA currently, this is a huge opportunity for DeAngelo. He is the only noteworthy player on the team, but that doesn't mean he has to carry a horrible team. Brooklyn also managed to pick up Allen Crabbe and other good role pieces to make up the team. So it's not like DeAngelo can't rely on anyone but himself. This opportunity is one DeAngelo cannot miss, as he is the #1 option on the team. DeAngelo Russell could average 18 or 19 points next season with 5 assists. After the All-Star break last season, DeAngelo averaged 18 points, so that's in store for what will come by next season. DeAngelo is a very special player, so the chance in Brooklyn is one he cannot miss, and I am sure he will not disappoint us at all the next NBA season.
Number 3. Alfred Payton. Alfred Payton was taken 10th in the 2014 NBA draft. His career numbers are 10.8 points, 4.2 rebounds, 6.5 assists, and 1.3 steals a game. Last season, he averaged 12.8 points a game, and he doesn't look like a player to break out. He hasn't been in any discussion at all of breaking out even. But he has shown potential and has shown glimpses of it last year when he got a triple-double, his 5th of the season, and in that season, he became the Magic's franchise leader of triple-doubles. Now, a lot of players we have mentioned so far have even gotten 1 triple-double in their career, much less 5 in a season. Only 4 other players last season recorded more triple-doubles than Payton. Alfred has so much potential, he is truly one of the most overlooked young point guards in the league today. I project he will get 16 points next season with 6.5 assists again and maybe some extra rebounds. Overall, I love the potential Alfred Payton shows and can't wait to see what he can do next season. So what do you guys think about these players? Let us know in the comments. Again, thank you so much to Modern Hoops for doing this with me. Make sure to check his channel out, link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm NoDefense and I am out. Peace.
I'm Modern Hoops, and I will see you all later. Peace.
Huh?
Ooh,
Hey,
big head on
Lebron,
Bronny J on the beat,
Hey,
bitch.
I got designer from head to my toe. I'm on designer, my bitch on the coat. I got Da Vinci all over my coat. I'm on the X and I jump on the phone. I'm on the Molly, I'm on the bean, I'm on the Molly.